everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm Jodi and I'm really glad that you're here. So recent trips through the department stores and through Ulta and through Sephora have really got me thinking about how many minis are available. Now, if you have wanted to try some products, whether it's the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk or the Nars blank 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 blush, then this video is for you. I have picked up some of the best minis that are available on the market. Now, what's great about this year's selection of minis is it really does provide you an opportunity to try a product that maybe you've been wanting to try but didn't want to commit to that full price. The flip side of that is it makes great stocking stuffers. So for the price point that many of the minis are available, you can break it down to be maybe a stocking for a girlfriend or two or three or some kids or some grandkids, can be down to like $20 for 2 or 3 really cute items from their makeup collection. So I wanted to walk you through the best minis that were on the market that I found that provide some of the products that are either top rated or Allure Beauty winners that might be the right time for you to try if you've been wanting to try them, but again, weren't ready to commit to the full price. So if that's something that's of interest to you, let's get started. The first mini that is available that I thought would be really a nice one to pick up is this Nars for $24. Now, it does have 2 things in it. It's both from the Nars collection with the most popular blush, which will remain nameless. And instead of the blush though, this is the lip liner, kind of a crayon and a gloss. So you get up definitely a mini size. Again, this is $24. I just thought that was a really nice, not only a gift, it could be a good stocking stuffer if you were to break this into 2, which you could do for almost all of these minis. I thought that was a really quick one to pick up. I got this at Ulta and I'll link all of these products down below in case you wanted to pick any of them up. The next mini that I thought was a really good buy was this one from Benefit. Now, this is $20 and it has 3 items in it. So not only does it have the Hoola in it, which is that bronzing powder that is so loved by so many people, and I think the reason it's loved is because it is such a universal brown, bronzy color. So it really does look good on a variety of skin tones. Now, obviously, the lighter the skin tone that you have, the darker it's gonna show up, almost more of a contour than a bronzer. And then the darker skin, it might not look quite like the bronze that you want, but in the wintertime, I go to a lighter bronzer. So if you have dark skin and you kind of lighten up that bronzer a little bit in the wintertime, then that Hoola might be the right color for you. It also has the pore refiner in it, which is their primer. I've tried it, it works really well. And then it also has their brow gel in it. Now this is a colored brow gel. It's a very light brown color. It's not their clear gel, which I'm a huge fan of their clear gel, which is Give Me Brow, but it's clear, the one that I like. This is a small mini one. They call it their color 3. It's a really light color. So if you have light brown to dark brown brows, this would work just like a gel for you, but it will deposit a little bit of color. And again, it's a mini. What I love about this is this whole thing is $20, but that bronzer itself in the travel size is $17 when you buy it by itself. So I just think that's a really good buy. So this is normally $17, and with the primer and the Gimme Brow Gel, it's $20. So you can also break this up into stocking stuffers, but you can also try one of the 3 products or all 3 of them if you've been wanting to for a much reduced cost. Normally all these would be $44. The next one that I really love, because I do get questions about this mascara, and it's tough to recommend a mascara that is north of $25 if you're not sure how somebody's gonna like it. This Tarte Maneater is $12 for this small size. It does lift, it does get some volume, it gives a nice fluttery type look to your lashes, but it's a much better price point at $12. So if you wanted to give this a try, now's probably a good time to get that Maneater. This was also at Ulta, so it's a quick pickup, and it does give a nice demonstration on the back of sort of how it makes your lashes look. I don't know that I could say I had that good of a before and after from it, but it was definitely a good mascara. So again, a nice stocking stuffer, or one that if you wanted to try a different mascara. The next one is, this is a really good buy if you are still struggling with the right concealer and if you have anybody in your life that's struggling with the right concealer. And I mean that because more people than not seem to have had really good results with the Tarte Shape Tape. I do like it. It's a thicker concealer, so I will wear it sparingly, but I will also wear it if I want a more full coverage concealer, which especially during the holidays when we're getting a little less sleep, drinking a little more wine, a good concealer is probably not a bad idea. But it's a more expensive price point in terms of concealers. So this one is $10 for this full coverage matte foundation. It's really easy to apply. It's very easy to blend. I just dab it on, as you guys have probably seen in many of my videos. I dab it on and then I just let it sort of get tacky for about 20-30 seconds, and then I'll push it where I want it. I won't move it around as much because I put it on after my foundation. This is in sand, light sand, number 205. That's a little bit light, but there is a variety of colors available. It's also good for travel. If you're trying to restock your travel kit or you've got travel coming up for the holidays, then this might not be a bad one to pick up. The next one that I was really excited about was another mascara, and this is the Big Mood mascara by e.l.f. and this was $4. It's a mega volume, instantly lift, vegan, cruelty-free mascara. I just continue to be impressed with e.l.f. products, and I have tried a variety of them from a lot of different videos. Some of my top 5 videos, which I'll link up above here if you're interested, in almost every category from eyes to cheeks to face to lips, has e.l.f. products in it. e.l.f. and Milani have all been really high performing. This is another good one if you're looking for a mascara that you want to try. Also really good for teenagers, for stocking stuffers. That's a nice price point as well. The next one was, and this one I picked up for myself because I love these sponges and I think this is a great deal. For $12, $11.99, is the sponges by Real Techniques. Now, if you've ever liked, if you've been looking for good brushes or good makeup sponges, I love the Real Technique brushes, and you can get some good gift sets available right now for Real Techniques brushes. But this sponge set gives you 3 different sponge sizes, and again for $12. And what I love about the sponges from Real Techniques is they have that nice contour flat side with the nice pointy edge on this. So not only do you get the benefit of the sponge for your whole face, but I like the contour side here for some contouring or some blush. But I also really like the flat edge that you get on these because of the way you can get your under eye concealer to really press down, or your powder. Some people like to put a little, get this damp, a little bit of their powder for under their eyes and then press it in. It's not quite the same effect as baking, but it's baking for mature skin. That's what I would call it. So this is a really good buy. I would actually pick this up for myself, but then also for some stocking stuffers. Because nowadays, don't stockings, they're like huge. They're like this big. So you kind of need something that's gonna take up some space, but still have nice gifts in there. And so I think this is a really nice gift for $12. The next one, and I highlighted this on a video in the summer, and it was a review on Burt's Bees. Now in this pack, you get all 4 of these for $10. So again, an easy stocking stuffer, but more importantly, it gives you a chance to try the Burt's Bees moisturizing lip balms. Now this summer I did review 12 of these, and you guys, it was one of the biggest bombs in terms of videos. I don't even think it had 100 views as of the time this video is uploaded. And I don't know why. Burt's Bees is such a good product. Maybe you guys can leave me a comment on why, if you didn't watch that video, why you didn't watch the video. But if I had to give a bomb video, like a video that bombed this year, that would be it. And I love Burt's Bees. The color path was good, and it's very nurturizing, and the shade range or the color range in Burt's Bees, in fact, I still have some of them here. I mean, the color range in these were fantastic, and they give really good color payout. So there's colors for everyone. Anyway, I'll digress, but $10 for 4 of these. I just think it's a really nice opportunity to try Burt's Bees if you haven't. It's pink grapefruit, there's mango, coconut and pear, and pomegranate. So they probably smell really good. Well, I won't, yeah. You can't smell them anyway, so it wouldn't matter if I told you they smelled good. You can't smell them, but I'm sure they do, because these other ones had a light fragrance. They weren't strong, but these might be strong. This one is the coconut and pear. And it does have a coconutty smell. If you have some sensitivity to scents, then these do have a bit of a smell. So if again, a good price point if you wanted to try them to see if you love Burt's Bees, but you can't handle the smell of these that close to your nose. I don't know, I can't tell you how good it smells because the lid won't come off. Okay, the next one that this one definitely will stay with me, and I might give a few in stockings, but I don't know because they look really good, is this Patchology. Patchology eye patches tend to be a little bit more on the expensive price point, but they are good patches. They're good face masks. This one is 5 of them for $15, which makes them $3 each. So I think if you've ever wondered, is an eye patch or an eye gel something that you want to try maybe before a special event, before you get your makeup done, in the morning if you've had sort of a rough night the night before or your eyes are sort of puffy, then eye patches do work well for that, or they call them patches, but they're, you know, the gels that go under your eyes. I like to use them if my eyes are a little bit more puffy in the morning. It deposits more moisture right underneath your eyes so that when you then go to put on your concealer and your foundation, it does have a nice moist base to start from. What I love about these is that you can serve them chilled and they're bubbly. So again, $3 each when you get a pack of 5 of them. I'm gonna try these out because I think I've never tried this bubbly one, but I have tried Patchology before, so these should be really fun to try. And again, it just gives you a chance to see if you would wear eye patches enough. If you don't think you would wear them, then you know they can be expensive to just sit in a cupboard until you decide to throw them out because they're expired. Up next is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. This one sells for $50. Now, it does have the highly adored, which I'm a big fan too, of the Pillow Talk lipstick, which normally sells for $34, the first size. If you weren't sure if you wanted to commit to a full-size lipstick yet, or you just wanted to try that Charlotte Tilbury line, then this is a good way to go. It's again $50. You get the lipstick, you get the iconic lip liner, you also get her mascara as well as a really pretty eye crayon. So it's sort of some of Charlotte Tilbury's more iconic products in this pack for $50. So if you have if you just want the lipstick and you don't want the other 3 items or the lipstick and the lip liner, they do go really well together. But the other 2 you may not, maybe you have a mascara that you love or you're not a cream eyeshadow, then those obviously could go into stocking stuffers as well. The next one is by Laura Mercier, and this one is $30 for 4 cream eyeshadows. Now, I will link a video up here that I did with cream eyeshadows that really looks nice on more mature eyes, because remember the thing with cream eyeshadows is you don't necessarily need to use a primer. So the less layers we can add to our more mature eyes, the better they'll look and for the longer without having that creepy wrinkle creasing look in your eyeshadows. So cream eyeshadows are definitely a good buy, I think, as we age. So this one, like I said, is $30, $29, and it has some really pretty colors in it, you can see. So very neutral, I think, or flattering on almost every skin tone, skin color. There's a lighter one all the way to a darker one. So you can mix and match these and make some really pretty looks with just these 3, and that breaks it down to $10 each. So I think that's a really smart way to get into cream eyeshadows. And again, that video that I posted, if you're interested in how to do cream eyeshadows, don't let them intimidate you. I do think they look nicer and they're flattering for more mature eyes. So this might be a good way to try. The next one is the Smashbox, and you know, Smashbox primers are really good primers. They tend to be a little on the thick side, but if you find that you have more pores in your skin as you get older and you don't like the looks of those pores, there's very few things that you can do to make your pores smaller. Realistically, you can make them appear smaller, and one of the ways of doing that is using the right toner as you're doing your cleansing, but then also a nice primer. This photo finish primer is one that everyone loves. I've used it, I still use it. It was in one of my top 5 favorites of all time primers. I'll link that at the end of this video in case you want to watch my top 5 primers of all time, which this is definitely in one of them. And then there's also the eye primer trio, so that you have a nice primer for your eyes. And then there's one for a primer to do underneath your eyes. So Smashbox approach to primer is really threefold. One is for those areas where it's a little bit more pores and you want to blur those pores. One is for your eyelids, and then there's another primer for underneath your eyes that works really well. It's also very hydrating, so it adds sort of that blurring effect to under your eyes as well. The primer for underneath the eyes is a little bit thicker, as most of their primers are, so you definitely just want to cut the amount in half that you would use. But if you want looking for a new primer, or you just want to try primer under the eyes and you're not sure if that's something that you want to do or not, or you need a new primer for the lid, then this is not a bad deal. It's $25 for all three, so you know that breaks it down to be a pretty reasonable price. It's valued at $51 if you were to buy these all by themselves. And then the last one is the mini masks by Thomas Roth. Now in here you get 5 masks for a total of $19. So you know it breaks it down to about, I think you could probably get two usages out of the size of that mask. And there's 5 of them, so it breaks it down to about $3.80 per tube. So just under, you know, $3 for a mask, which isn't bad for a Thomas Roth, who is known for his masks, and a lot of the ingredients in the masks are really, really quality ingredients that have benefits to the skin. So this one, again, I would probably buy this, take out your favorite 1 or 2, or try all of them if you want, but also good stocking stuffers if you were to break this packet up. So inside of it, there's one for soothing, there's one for purifying. This orange one is to exfoliate, which as I get older, I find a lot of value in that. As well as this one is a lifting one, and then hydrate. Hello, save the hydrate one. That's always good as we get older. So that's also a good one. I also think if you were to take this one with the masks and the cream eyeshadows, and then probably that Burt's Bees, and break those up. So the Laura Mercier one is $30.29. The Burt's Bees was $10, and then this Thomas Roth is $19. So if you add all that together, you're looking at about $60. But this could break up to 3 different stocking stuffer packages, and every stocking would have a really nice product of each of one of these. So it might be one option for you if you're going to, you know, a white elephant party, or if you're going to one of those fun parties where you bring different baked goods or different cookies and you do a cookie exchange, and you wanted to bring a little gift for the host, then maybe some of these of the packages that you didn't try would make really good host gifts. So I hope that gives you some idea of some of the minis that are available on the market today, in case there's a product that you've been wanting to try but just didn't want to have that full price point. And you get the benefit of also having some stocking stuffers if you're interested in that as well. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.